Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So let's just, before we begin, let's do a bit of energy clearing. Peace, love, light, oneness, unity, abundance, health. Clearing. Alright guys, so another little educational video because I've just been working on the channeling videos of recent. So I thought I'll do this video about sexual energy because I'm currently working on my sacral chakra. So I thought, yeah, while I'm kind of working on this chakra, I might as well do a video about it, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's begin anyway. This is probably going to be like one of them fucking them 18 plus them 18 videos or something. It's not a PG-13 or a PG. No, I'm only messing with you guys anyway. But yeah, since I've become more conscious, should I say, I've become more aware of how sacred the sexual energy is, because the sexual energy it is so sacred. Yeah, it's once you tune into the sexual energy and get a understand, haven't got a full understanding of it yet, but through my experiences, there can be positive or negative energies to the sexual energy. But once you start being able to kind of, not, I wouldn't say master, but getting a better understanding of it, instead of, say for instance, acting on your sexual urges, you get a better understanding of the sexual energy, should I say. Okay, so just to begin with, us as human beings, we're sexual beings, and I think, like, was it the 60s, you know, with the hippies, when they was exploring their sexuality, having orgies and stuff. That's how we are sexual beings, and that's how you learn by experience. So you know this matrix, oh, you should get married and all this crap. That's actually wrong. From my understanding, because we're sexual beings, and the only way you learn is through experience. So people get married, like the old days, people would get married and they'll be 20 years with someone who they hate. So yeah, so just for that, yeah, we're sexual beings, and you learn from experience, man. Not saying like sexual experience, but obviously trying out new things, different people and stuff. Not saying to be a hoe or anything, but like to explore, innit? There's nothing wrong with being a hoe. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're on the spiritual journey, that would affect your energy, I would say. Okay, and yeah, let's moving on. Yeah, your to do with the sacral chakra and the sexual energy, it is actually your life force energy. So I'm gonna get round to that as well. So like basically, I just cut. Well, I've been practicing semen retention and stuff, but obviously, since I've become more conscious about the sexual energies and life force energies and stuff, I've been dipping in and out of semen retention, and the universe is just keeping people away from me at this moment. So I wouldn't say celibate, but yeah, but I've been keeping to myself, should I say. So yeah, the sacral chakra, and the sexual energy is based around the sacral chakra. That's your life force energy, and you can reach high levels of consciousness through sexual activity, whether you're on semen retention or even with sexual encounters. You can have intimate sex with someone, and that can bring you to higher levels of consciousness, or you can lower your consciousness depending on the person that you're having sex with, depending on their energy. Um, and also the sacral chakra, and sexual energy is also creative energy. So yeah, if you're having, this might just be for instance, if I'm having a lot of sex, should I say, my creative energy, like for, I don't know, um, my creative aspects, I don't know, drawing, music and stuff, that seems to go down a little bit. It's very interesting. So um, yeah, if you're overstimulating the sacral chakra, it's going to have imbalances in different areas, if that makes sense. So if you're basically celibate, you're going to have a lot of creative energy, and you can channel that energy um, to different areas that need manifesting, and that's called sexual transmutation. Basically, sorry, I'm channeling as well when this come through. So when you're on semen retention or semen retention or being celibate, um, you're holding in your life force energy, and you can transmute it and make things manifest way easier um, when you're on semen retention or not masturbating or having sex. If you build up your energy, um, you can make things manifest with ease. Like things have been manifesting for me, since I've been to myself. It's so strange. Everything's falling into place. Um, it's really weird. Maybe where was I going with that? Okay, so moving on. Um, Masturbation is totally is totally totally healthy. Um, totally healthy. And by masturbating, you explore yourself to a certain degree. So yeah, masturbation is totally is healthy. It's a way of exploring yourself. But the thing that if you're over masturbating, then that becomes a problem, because obviously you're wasting your life force energy on a feeling um, that comes and goes. And by, say for instance, watching too much porn, you damage your pleasure centers in the brain. um, so yeah, so this is only of recent. I was reading up about, because I've been becoming more conscious about energy and stuff, and more in tune with energy. um, I was realizing how damaging porn can be for like people in general. um, yeah, there's a lot of things that come up when you start watching porn, too much porn anyway. um, yeah, but it damages the pleasure centers in your brain. I'm not gonna go too much into the porn thing, but yeah, if you watch a lot of porn, you should try and rein it in, because it's a way of wasting your sexual energy, your life force energy on just just nothing, just a feeling. So it's the energy is going to waste, and it's not productive energy, should I say. Okay, moving on. Everything is sexualized in this basically this matrix that we're in, because the people that sexualize everything know how sacred the sexual energy is. So instead of they're basically exploiting it. So the women, the divine feminine, they're being what's the word? Sex sells basically in it. So if she's got her she's walking around half naked on TV, and she's getting likes and views and shit, and um, that is taken away from her divine feminine, because it's more external, should I say. But everything's being sexualized these days, because there are entities out there that know how sacred the sexual energy is and how powerful it is. Because love is the high, like the highest, one of the highest, or the highest emotion there is in the universe. So if you can distort that and break that down, to for men to see women like hoes, and for women to see men like women be gold diggers. Basically, it distorts the relationship dynamics, should I say? But this is another thing. I'm not homophobic, but I was just throwing this out there. Yeah, I'm not homophobic. Everyone each to their own, but like gays, men and women, it's not natural and it's not pro-life. Like obviously, man and man can't make a child. Man and woman can't make a child. But obviously, man and woman is no man and woman can make child. So that's using two sexual energies to create more life, should I say? Like I was saying, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not homophobic or anything, but it's just not the energies. It's not pro-life, should I say? But there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing. There are seen more happier gay people than straight people in relationships and married. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, the sacral chakra is to do with your emotions. You can be your addictions, your pleasure center, and your reproductive center as well. So them, there's more, but they're just using them as an example. Um, yeah, emotions, addictions, it's your pleasure center and your reproductive system as well. So if you're having some imbalances, if there's an imbalance in your sacral chakra from it being overstimulated or understimulated, or having a blockage there, you're gonna have certain problems in manifest in your physical body. So if you've got a blockage in your sacral chakra, just for instance, you might have erectile dysfunction, or in women you might be infertile or something. Just throwing that out there. Sex is the essence of all creation. Yeah, that was just a channeled thing that come through when I was writing this up. Yeah, let me just get into this as well. Let me just tick this off. Yeah, one night stands. That has never been my thing, because I've always been kind of conscious of my own energy field. So one night stands has never been my thing. But then come to realize now that I've got more conscious, having them one night stands is having them one night stands is great on an energy level, because I didn't know about soul ties and all this other stuff. But every time you have sexual intercourse with somebody else, you make an energetic cord between them. So the more sexual partners you have, the more cords you're going to be having going out to multiple different people, and they create soul ties. And soul ties are very hard to break once they're been established. Because I was dealing with a soul tie, but they are very hard to break, soul ties. So the more sexual encounters you have, if you've got a high body count, you're gonna have energy through so many people, and you don't even know what energy is yours and what energy is theirs. You're gonna be picking up but I'm just conscious of energy. But that's how it goes, man. And another thing, yeah. So you create energetic cords with your body counts, and this can also create STDs, yeah? And we're not talking about the sexual transmitted disease. We're talking about sexual transmitted demons, yeah? Because listen, every time you have intercourse with someone, you share your sexual energy, you're sharing your energy with them, and they're sharing their energy with you. So whatever they've experienced, you're going to start experiencing, and whatever you've experienced, they're going to start experiencing. So it's very important to be aware of your sexual energy once you come online and become more conscious, because then when you start absorbing other people's energy sexually wise, that's very it can be very dangerous, should I say. Yeah, and it can be quite damaging once you get them, because people like to hook. You get energy hooks, cords, and stuff that interferes with your energy. So you might be experiencing stuff that's not even your energy. You might be picking up their energy, and with soul ties, your energy gets merged together. So you might start acting out of character, and that's not even your energy. You're mimicking someone else from picking up their energy, and their energy is kind of entangled with yours. Um, and blood ties. This is like a deep one that most people shouldn't do, but that's like, for people, this has never been my thing. You know, some people have sex when they're on their period and stuff. On an energy level, that is a no, because that creates a blood tie, and that is even harder to break than a soul tie, because that's more physical now. And blood is blood is like the next thing up to energy. Like, energy isn't matter, like energy is everywhere. Blood is like one of the closest things next to the energy, should I say. So blood ties, you don't want to start going down that blood tie route, because them things can, yeah, that's deep, and that's for another thing. But um sexual having sexual you can have sexual experiences, and if it's sacred sexual sexual a sacred sexual connection with someone, it can awaken your kundalini. So you may have sex with someone, and it might turn you on, like turn on start your spiritual growth, should I say, or start your spiritual journey. So that's something to be mindful of when you're having sex with people. And Tantra, I haven't tried Tantra, but I want to try this out. Basically, Tantra is mastering mastery of mastery of the sexual energy. um I've got hella books in. I've got two books in there about Tantra, but my angel's communicating. See, um, yeah, Tantra is basically learning how to transmute and master your sexual energy. Um, but I need to. I'm not sure. I'm not. I ain't gonna go too deep into that because I don't fully understand what it is yet. But yeah, Tantra. There's books about Tantra. If you guys are interested in that, check that out. That's on how to master your sexual energy with a partner, I think. So like I was saying, sexual energy is um, very sacred. So when you're doing it with a partner, um, that's doubling the energy, should I say? So it's quite potent energy. Um, but yeah, that was all for about the sexual energy, guys. Um, yeah, yeah, that's all for the sexual energy for now. Anyway, I might do another video on it, but yeah, it was just some information to share about the sacral chakra and the sacredness of sex, man. How sacred it is. But peace, love, and light, tribe. And I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon.